Jan back with you again. We're here for HoS Scouse Pros. If you didn't already know, as you can see, setup's pretty much complete, ready for the council press conference. But before that, Eddie Hearn and Matchroom are promoting the English Championship. So, Kenzie, that's you, lad. Why aren't you down here? Are you sitting on one of the tables? You're going to surprise us later on. As you can see from behind there, the dates. Get your tickets, come down, support Kenzie. People are starting to turn up now. You see, the room will fill up later on. Everything starts about 12 o'clock. Probably just a short video for now, but as I said, you'll see all the press starting to get prepared and get ready for tonight's show, for today's press conference and for Saturday's show.
Charles Beaton and Tom Gilbert. I'm just going to ask Tony Bellew to say a few words. He's kindly come along today. He's very passionate about the sport of boxing and also the role that amateur boxing plays to the game.
I think it's a great thing that, you know, professional boxing and amateur boxing are kind of helping each other out in a way. It's without, you know, the amateur game being as successful as it is, then we're not going to get as many good pros coming through. Ultimately, that leads down to from sponsorship to helping with amateur gyms. The likes of myself just wouldn't be in this position or would never have thrown a punch without a club like Rotunda ABC for me. So I'm very lucky, very fortunate that I was part of a great club. But these clubs are now diminishing and falling apart, each one after another, and it's very, very... I'm from the south of Liverpool, and there's not even an amateur boxing club close to me now. Golden Gloves was thrown away to one side, then Eddie came in and helped that out. They're back up and running now. The likes of Long Lane, ABC, they're gone. There's just so many amateur boxing clubs in this city, but none from actually where I'm from and down in South Liverpool. There's an awful lot more in the north end of Liverpool, but like I say, it needs to be spread out, because in these deprived areas, it's these kind of clubs where kids can really come alive and really find themselves. And like I say, without that places that I've been to, your Rotundas and your other gyms, then I'd be lost and I wouldn't be absolutely anywhere. I'd be still in the pillow factory making pillows, to be totally honest. So, you know, I'm very lucky, very fortunate, and I think it's great what Matchroom are doing alongside England, not just for the elite championships, but on a whole. You know, amateur boxing needs to be brought back to life, and we need to find superstars again, like we do at the Olympics every 4 years, and things like that need to be pushed forward.
Just quickly on the ABO Championship, like I said, you won it 3 times. As an amateur boxer, the absolute, you know, is such an important event, isn't it? And to win it is really the coup de grace for any amateur fighter.
Amateur boxing is fantastic, and the ABA title to me at the time meant the world to me. I remember thinking, was I ever good enough to win an ABA title? Then to actually go on and win it and defend it 2 more times, so winning it 3 times all in all was an unbelievable achievement. You go down in the history books when you win an ABA title. It's as simple as that. It's something that will stick with you forever. And you know, the people that have been linked with ABA titles, some absolutely amazing fighters from, you know, even as far back as, you know, you've got myself, you've got all the Smith brothers winning one, Joshua winning one, and then you even go as far back to your, like, to be Henry Cooper's, your Frank Bruno's, they're also ABA champions, and it's just a long established title that you pick up as an amateur that gets you an awful lot of credit, and it's amazing to take part of and amazing to win.
Thanks, Tony, and thanks for coming along today. Charlie, tell us a little bit more about the event. Obviously, it's evolved since the likes of Tony won the event in a huge arena now as well, and commercially now a big operation.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, first of all, Eddie being a professional at these events has basically said everything I was going to say about Matchroom Foundation and what was going to happen. But we're absolutely delighted that Matchroom are supporting us. They do a lot of work now with grassroots. There's the Golden Gloves gym. They were very fantastic supporters of that, and we're just delighted that we're sort of treated as I suppose secondary schools, where up until now we educate and we teach and whatever, and then they go on to GB boxing, then they go to the big outside world, and we never get any recognition for that really, or any financial support, and we're just really thrilled that Matchroom have stepped up to the plate and actually put their money where their mouth is, where everyone else has really not done that. And we're very grateful. We hope that the relationship will go on for a long, long time. The event basically goes on for 3 days, the 29th and the 30th of April to the 1st of May, Sunday the 1st of May, where we'll have our finals, which will be 10 men and 10 women, fighting to be crowned the champions of the amateur champions of England, and hopefully they will go on and become, like Tony, potential champions. And we have people like Tony DeGale, Bruno, David Hay have all been champions. We've got Luke Campbell, have been Olympic champions, Nicola Adams, and without the support of people like the Matchroom Foundation, we wouldn't be able to carry on really. And we look after 900 clubs, over 900 clubs, and they all need, some are quite well off, but the majority are really poor, and they need the support of the guys like Matchroom who do very well. And we look forward to working with Matchroom perhaps in the future.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Charlie. Before we go, I think just to recap, I think it's so important to everybody who can help amateur boxing. Obviously, we do what we can. How many times we talk about the need for government funding? You know, obviously the facility down in Sheffield with the GB boxes is second to none. But I want to see more investment in the grassroots of the game, more investment in inner city boxing. You know, anyone who's got children involved in the sport, I'm sure Tony feels the same. What it can do for them. Forget the elite level. Forget fighters going on to become great professionals, fighters going on to represent their country. But what it can do in terms of discipline and respect for young children these days, I think is pivotal to the community. And we'll be pushing as hard as we can on a political level. Won't bore you with that now. But to try and improve as much investment as we can into the sport, because while we're doing our bit, it's not enough, and we need help from corporate organisations like us, but more importantly, we need help from the government to make sure that we progress the sport right from the bottom to the top, and that's what we're trying to do. So please get behind this event over the road at the Echo Arena in a couple of weeks' time. It's a wonderful event, and there's some great young fighters taking part. Everyone on here is going to be available for one-on-ones if you need us. And we're going to have a quick costume change, and we'll have the main event press conference in about 15 minutes. Thanks for listening. Cheers.
Thank you.
Jump on now. Right, so you just heard the massive news here today. Matchroom Boxing Foundation is going to be covering and the main sponsor for the English Elite Championships, not formerly known as the ABA. You just heard Tony Bellew saying there's no places down the south end. We've got a club up in Mars Lane up in the north end of Liverpool. But they're absolutely right. We do need more investment in the city. We need more investment in boxing. Get kids off the streets, learn the skill, learn the discipline. But as you can see, one day this could be used. He dropped the costume now. We'll see you shortly.